Hi guys, and welcome down to another Ollie video. Ollie is obviously 6-7 months now, and we're going to hopefully be going down sort of the drugs route, and a lot of the time now is spent making him a decent all-round dog, making sure that he's comfortable in certain situations, and then sort of maybe guiding him towards things that might happen later on in terms of training, different things like that. And I was sent a video, and this video was from a Cocker Spaniel, and basically the video was there was an item placed in a bush, and the dog was sent in there to try and find it. Now, it was a reasonably dense bush, and it was the dog's job to fight through the bush or whatever it was in order to create drive in order to find it. But what it showed is that the dog had drive to go through something like a dense bush or something similar like that, but then also be able to find the article. And it was a video that was sent to me, and to be honest with you, I didn't feel that Ollie was at that stage yet. Yes, we've been working on ball drive and different things like that, but I didn't feel like Ollie was at that stage where I could send him into a bush and he would find the object, etc. And we was just at work, and the fiance come down to see us with Ollie. So me and Coop were working, and then the fiance brought Ollie down to come and see us. And annoyingly, some dog handlers had left some rubbish in a bush, and it wasn't deep in the bush, but it was in the bush. And Ollie showed some interest in getting into the bush in order to sniff out what the rubbish was, etc. And all of a sudden that video come to me, and I thought, well, here's a great time. He's already shown a little bit of initiative in order to wanting to get in the bush. Well, what happens if I throw a ball in there and we get some drive and I throw a ball in there? What's going to happen? So I'll show you the video now. I took a few videos of that, and then we'll talk about it afterwards. It's a good ball. Hello. Ollie, where's that ball gone? There's a ball gone over there. Okay. Ollie, Ollie, what's this? He's alright, he's alright. Ollie, find it. Come on. Ollie, up on the ball. Yeah, it's a good boy.
He still didn't get the ball, did he?
He did get the ball, yeah. Good boy. Ollie. Ollie, wait.
He loves it.
Yeah, good. Ollie.
Ollie?
Good boy. Well done. Ollie, where's the ball? Find the ball.
Oh, he lost it now.
Lost it? Find it.
Where is it? Find him, Baba. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, he's tangled himself.
Ollie, find the ball. Find the ball. Oh no, I really lost it this time.
I think he
Find the ball.
lost it.
Having a time of his life. And as you can see from that, obviously I started off, I only just threw it in, so he didn't have to get fully in the bush. So I threw it in and he went and got it. Then it gradually got a little bit further to the point then I was throwing it sort of in the middle of the bush and he was going in. And as you can see, he starts off going and fetching and bringing it back. But then you can actually see how comfortable he actually is in terms of being in the bush, diving down deep into the bush in order to find the ball, etc. And it took me by surprise. I didn't think Ollie was going to be at that stage. Now, this is going to be good for if you are doing drugs detection and they've hidden some drugs in a bush. It shows the dog's drive that he will go into something that dense in order to try and find the object that he's looking for. Now, later on, you will obviously teach the dog the smells that you want him to go and notify on. But at the moment, because we're working on ball drive and different things like that, the ball is the best object to use in order to see if he'd be comfortable enough. Because you can imagine as a 6-7 month old puppy that diving deep into a bush is going to be really new to him, and it could make him uncomfortable, different things like that. So it took me back how comfortable he was just to go diving into the bush and even root down to try and find the ball. In the end, it may become a little bit too much. I might have pushed it one too many, where the ball dropped to the bottom, we actually lost the ball, and then Ollie just started playing. So it's not perfect, but it was really surprised me how comfortable he was just to go diving into that bush, to start rooting down. And even when it become play, just happy enough to be jumping around in the bush, etc. It showed me a level of confidence that I didn't think he had. I didn't think he had the confidence to be able to do that. So I'm really happy with that. And like I say, look, this is just little tests. So this is like the little bush test where I've thrown an object in there and I just want to see if he's capable of finding it. Now, obviously, like I say, I maybe pushed it one too many and he kind of started playing around and then we ended up losing the ball. But that's fine. I can put up with that because the early start, like the first, second, up to maybe the fourth go, he was there bringing the ball back. He was diving down into the bush in order to find it. Now, that makes me really happy and that makes me quite positive about what the future holds for him, because with the not the limited amount of ball drive, but with the ball drive that I've managed to create, in order for him to go diving into a bush and root around in it in order to bring the ball back out is a really good start in my eyes, in my opinion. Now, obviously, I'm not a professional. I don't know loads about this drug detection stuff, but if he's ready to jump into a bush and root round and try and bring the ball out, I feel like that's a really good start. So this is kind of like the bush test. It's probably not an official test, but it's kind of a video that someone showed me to show the drive of a dog in order to want to find the object. And I think it is a good test to start off with. Maybe, like I say, I don't think I would have chose this denser bush to start off with, but the moment he showed some interest in that bush, I was like, right, now's the time in order to do it. Don't wait and try and find another bush because he might not be interested in that one. If I can find something that he's interested, and I think a lot of stuff with dogs and training and different things you do, you will find that something works, and then it might not be ideal, but if something works, then go with that. When it comes to doing patrol training with Cooper, the best way for us to get him to patrol and find and do the standoff was to use one of his ropes. Now, it's not ideal, and obviously we've moved off that now, and he's learned to do it without using a rope. But to start off with, using something that he was familiar with and something that he wanted to play with, that's how we got Cooper up to doing the patrol. So like I say, I probably wouldn't have used as dense a bush to start off with Ollie, but the moment he showed interest in that bush, I was like, right, now's the time, let's try this. And I feel like it worked out really well. So look, like I say, this is like the bush test, but I think it's just about creating opportunities to train. Ollie created that opportunity to train by showing some interest in the bush, and I took that chance and it happened. So if you like what you see, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. If you've got any comments put them down below and I'll answer them. Subscribe to the channel, and as for now, I'll see you again next time. Cheers for watching. See you later.